mainstream media, government cover-ups. You want answers? Well, so does he. He's Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network. And now, live from Austin, Texas, Alex Jones.
Hello, my friends. Hello, and thank you for joining us today. It is the 15th day of April, 2008. Huge broadcast today in the third hour. We now do 4 hours here daily. Andreas von Bülow joins us again. We were the first in the United States to interview Andreas von Bülow, and we've interviewed him 2 separate times. He hasn't been on in about 4 years. Andreas von Bülow was the head of the military in Germany, but they have 2 defense chiefs. He was the parliamentary head, or the defense secretary. He was the national head of German technology minister, one of the top cabinet positions. He was also the head, when he was in parliament, of the German International Intelligence Agency. They have a domestic and a international, just like FBI, CIA, MI6, MI5, Shin Bet, Mossad. That same British model that everybody goes off of, modeled after them. So he will be joining us with all the new developments, all the new information he's learned, and he's been active again, speaking out for 9/11 Truth. He's written a book on the subject, been involved in a film as well in Germany, national TV program. Sir, you've got the floor. What have you learned since then now, saying you officially believe it's an inside job? And then how do we stop them from committing more attacks and bring them to justice?
I can give a judgment on this. I follow your discussions and your opinions and your anxiousness, and I participate in it. But I finally can't judge the situation as you can. But, in Germany, this kind of technique went along with a huge, totally desperation of the German population. They didn't know where to go and what to do.
Yeah, the economy, same thing here.
The economy, it was an inflation because of the French occupation of the Ruhr. This was in 23, where all the people with a lot of savings lost all their savings, and then came the big depression, and then they didn't know where to go, and they finally went into the arms of the Nazis, and only not even 50%. It was 44% in the last election, but it was enough. And then the police came, and the police was organized in a way that the SR took over the police post, and so on and so on. So this is a technique which is very, very dangerous.
Well, they're now federalizing. All we see them doing is mobilizing fascism, building concentration camps. That's mainstream news. Building FEMA camps in the U.S., San Francisco Chronicle, Houston Chronicle, militarizing police, CIA over every major city. They now admit fusion FEMA command bunkers have been built in every city. 1 in 10 college graduates, now Homeland Security. Basically a rising of black uniform. I'm not using this analogy because you're German, but they act like Gestapo everywhere. I mean, they're really taking over. Face scanning cameras, warrantless checkpoints. They're hiring mercenaries. I see them trying to turn us into an armed camp. Instead of giving up, I think they may just stage some huge event and then attack the world.
Yeah, it might happen. I don't know. I'm desperate as you because I would like to have my old ideal of an open, kindly America, which is competing with the whole world, leading the world with its wise background. But at the moment, I don't see these kind of people. They are at the moment not running the country. And you have, I think, 10 times as much people already in prisons as we Europeans or any European state has. And I think Halliburton and others are building kind of concentration camps for the kind for the if the situation is coming. And this, this was one of the main point in Germany. Within a night, about 30,000 people went immediately into prison. And these was the people which were judged by the Nazi people able to lead the opposition against Hitler in the last moment, to organize strikes and so on and so on. And if this is happening, then a takeover is absolutely possible. I don't know. I hope you are not following this way. And
Sir, they arrest you almost everywhere. If you try to hold a sign up, they come and beat you and taser you. They wear black masks. There's helicopters over our houses every night. They're brainwashing the children. I mean, you ought to see it here. It is really scary. And as you said, both parties are involved. They're building prisons everywhere. They're now saying I should be arrested. They're now saying on national TV that anyone who criticizes the war should be put in prison. They are they are gallighting or preparing the ground. Is that the right word? They are out there getting everyone ready. Now I don't think they're as popular as Hitler. I don't think they're going to get away with it. And I think if they do try to have a big roundup or purge or crystal knot or whatever, I think they're going to get their asses blown off. But at the same time, I just think they're so arrogant. I think they're going to do it, von Bülow. I think that they flew planes into buildings. I mean, these are some reckless people.
I wouldn't. I can't say that's the same situation. It would be totally wrong as a German to do this, but you have to fight.
But you do see the danger.
I see the danger, yeah.
Well, I agree. I'm not looking for a fight, but there's a lot of people, and we're not going to put up with it. But we're going to let them, like at Lexington and Concord, when this country started, we're going to let them start it first, Mr. von Bülow.
I didn't understand this last sentence.
Well, the Revolutionary War started here when they came for the guns, and when they started the fight. So I'm saying we're going to let them start the fight.
Yeah.
But then we're going to finish it.
Okay. Yeah. I hope so.
Well, we're not looking for a fight, but if they start it, believe me, the people are ready, and they're.
But these people are very strong. They have the whole infrastructure of the finances, and if not some very very capable people in industry and other big organizations are taking over and the lead and say, well, we don't want to be in this environment. I don't see it. I'm not very hopeful.
Well, there is a lot of people speaking out in the power structure, but I agree with you. Mr. von Bülow, there's so many other facets I want to get into. Investigations, bringing those that did this to justice. Do you think that will ever happen? Well, we now hear about a United Nations body calling for an investigation of 9/11. I mean, certainly we can be positive in saying that a lot of people do now understand the false flag, self-inflicted wound tactics used by governments. I mean, is that a positive in and of itself?
Sure, it is positive in itself. But finally, I think you should appeal on every citizen of the United States to look independently in the whole affair and see what is wrong and how, for example, the so-called independent commission was handled and so on.
I can see clear.